So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Melissa, she's feeling a little sleepy. You all right there?
Yeah, just a little tired.
I didn't get out of bed today until like 7:30 in the morning, and we had the big party last night. Everything went really well. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but it's kind of a lazy day today.
Yeah. It takes a lot out of you. I just feel my age today. We have some special guests.
Before we get started with today's video, we're going to get an update from Hannah and Tyler.
What is today?
Our 1-year anniversary.
Whoop, whoop.
1 year ago, these two were married.
They made it for all of you that were voting against them.
Yeah,
One
watch
whole
out.
year.
So how's the first year of marriage been?
It's been good. Fun.
Now that you're adulting and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 30 seconds, what have you accomplished?
Stayed alive.
Staying alive.
We're staying alive, just like the music says.
So Hannah and Tyler were here for the weekend, and they're heading back to State College. But you've had a busy year, both of you.
You have.
Yeah.
We've done a lot. It's been fun. It doesn't seem like it's been a year yet, but we've sure done a lot in that year. So it's been an adventure for sure.
Yeah.
Everything going good, though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give us a briefing on your job.
My job?
Yeah, working full-time job,
Yeah, I work.
working wife.
Yeah, work full time at a psychiatric hospital, and
Tyler, give us a briefing on your throwing career.
It went good. Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Tyler goes to Penn State, and you're a thrower on the track team.
Yeah. I throw the hammer, a little bit discus for fun, but yeah, I just finished my season last week at the U.S. Championships. 2 weeks before that, I was at the NCAA Championships. Got second there. Got 9th at the U.S. Championships. So it was a good season.
Congratulations. That's an accomplishment.
That really is.
proud of you.
16-pound steel ball, right? And how far did you throw?
Farthest I've ever done it is 72.7 meters, so it's about 238 feet.
That's a long way to throw a
Yeah.
big ball like that.
Yeah,
That's a
pretty
long
fun.
way.
It's a good
That's
time.
crazy. We're going to have a firewood throwing competition coming up, so
Yeah.
stay tuned. Not this video, but in the future.
Well, thanks for the update. We'll
Oh,
make
wait,
sure.
tell us about your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, on track with the Merkleys. We are
Also on Instagram.
yes.
Okay, tell us that name again.
On track with the Merkleys.
I'll put it down below.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Check it out.
Come hang out with us. It's a good
They're
time.
actually very entertaining.
So be careful on your trip back. Let us know when you get there,
Will do.
and we'll see you on the next trip.
Any pointers for
Thanks for
all
having
those
us.
out there that thinking about getting married or
Getting married, don't talk to us. Talk to someone better.
don't talk to
They
me.
got better advice than we do. We're working on it, though.
Love it.
All right.
All right.
Well, be
Thanks.
careful.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
So I have been wanting one of these job boxes for the longest time. I never really needed one, real badly until now. But what I'm going to use this for, I'll put like a couple chainsaws in here, my chaps, some tools, chains, straps, bar oil, gasoline, premix, everything that I need, like for wood cutting, along with other things. I'll keep it all in here. I can lock it up, lift it right in the back of the truck with the forks on the tractor, or even put it on a trailer. And when we go down to West Virginia to work, I'll have everything that I need. Because when we're down there working, it's not going to be like it is here. If you forget something, you just head over to the garage and get it. I want to make sure that I have everything that I need when we're down there. And I think that'll work out pretty well. It was actually a pretty good price on that as well. This was $319.99. I bought this at Rural King. And by the way, I've got a great Rural King story for you. I do. I wasn't going to share it, but it's just too good of a story not to share.
Okay, so it's a funny story.
So if you guys remember, if you've been following our channel for a while, a couple years ago, it was almost 4 years ago, we entered into a partnership with Rural King on RK tractors, and we had their tractors for a couple years. I never had any problems with the tractors or anything like that. And after the 2 years was up, they wanted to extend the agreement, and I just wanted to do something differently at that time. And everything, we parted, everything was fine. And I moved on, and we're back to Kubota. I love my Kubota tractors now. That's what I had before the RK tractors. But anyway, I thought everything was fine, and generally speaking, it was fine. But I got a couple emails from people.
And one's a letter.
And then a letter from somebody else. I couldn't believe it. So the first one came, and it said, I'm not going to tell you which store it was at or the guy's real name. We're just going to call him Bill, we'll say. How's that? We'll just call him Bill. But apparently a tractor, someone manager of the tractors at one of the RK stores does not like me at all. I mean, does not. I never met him or anything like that. And we got an email from a guy saying he went to this RK store and he mentioned our channel, and this guy just started bashing me about being a trader and all this stuff. And it, you know, the first email, I thought that's kind of weird. I didn't think much of it because I thought might have been somebody just trying to stir the pot a little bit. I don't know. I don't care what anyone says about me anyways. But then a few weeks later, we get another email, and then we get a letter from somebody. Guy sent us, I think, a t-shirt for Hunter, and he said, I got to share a funny story with you. He goes, but this manager hates you. And he went on to tell me the same thing. And we were laughing about it. We were, and I thought, this is going to be fun. I'm going to pick up the phone and try to get a hold of this guy. So I called the store and asked for Bill in tractor sales. He answers the phone, right? And I tell him who I am, and he starts, oh, hey, buddy, how have you been? Like, I never met him before, you know what I mean? I said, doing good. How are you? You know, good. I said, hey, I got a question for you. And he said, what's that? I said, how about I bring a camera down and we'll interview you. I'll give you a much larger platform for you to run your mouth about me. And I never said anything bad about you. And you could just tell right away. And he's saying, I'd never say anything about you. The whole thing was hilarious. It really was. But it's amazing when someone gets backed into a corner how their attitude changes like that. But we have people, you know, we always talk about it and laugh about it. 99% of the people that watch our channel are just normal, great people, positive, uplifting people,
supportive, very kind.
And you have some, like in the live stream last night for the fireworks, same thing. I'm going to tell this story. 99% of the people, but
kind, loving,
part of this was my fault. I'll tell you how this went down. The local town, it's about a mile that direction, and at the cemetery, they were going to have their fireworks show last night. So I thought it would be a good idea for us to do like the reading part and the singing of the national anthem and taps with all that going on in the background, like a mile away. You could barely see the fireworks. So we start the show, the whole thing, and those fireworks are going off way in the distance, and all these comments are coming in on the live stream telling Melissa to go to the left, they can't see the fireworks, and she's trying not to be yelling at the phone, being like, they're not even the fireworks, they're coming in a minute, but she keeps saying in the phone, that's the town's fireworks, ours are coming up. And people are like, move to the left, I can't see them. And that was partially my fault. I knew it would just confuse everybody, but with an iPhone a mile away, you weren't going to see much anyway.
And plus, you have a lot going on. There's like hundreds of people here. We have, you know, parking in the back of our mind, the porta, like the
I'm
food.
trying
There's
not to get blown up down there. I've got the drone up in the air. I'm running back and forth to the sidekick, lighting fireworks, and everyone. No, don't get me wrong. Like I said, most people are super nice, but people telling her what to do. Oh, it's out of focus. It's a live stream at night. You know what I mean?
No, you know what? I'm going to tell you. Mike will disagree. What was most hurtful to me is one guy said, "What a waste of my time." And I'm like, if you only knew how much time we had into this,
and
it could bring me to tears.
That
like,
hurt her feelings. Me, I just laugh about it because I have very thick skin when it comes to that stuff because you have to focus on everyone else. Because someone told me the other day, it's ridiculous for you to spend all that money on fireworks. You should donate it to an animal shelter to buy dog food. And that's great. That is great. But I'll tell you why we do this. And I may sound like I'm ranting, but I'm not, because I've never been happier, and I've never been happier about how we do things, you know. We have kids, well, they started off as little kids at this party each year and have since turned into adults with their own kids, and they come to this party. And if you want to change the world, you have to do it by example. And that's one of the reasons we put forth so much effort into this event each year, because it's a pain in the neck. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a ridiculous amount of money, and it's just one of those things that we do. But when you see, and people tell us that are here, you know, it makes them think. It makes them appreciate what we have here. You know what I mean? And I want people to remember that, and not that a dog at an animal shelter is not important, but if you can get people to understand, you know, where we came from, what we need to fight for and what we need to keep doing, it makes the whole world a better place instead of and so that's why we do what we do. And but yeah, some of the comments telling her what to do. iPhone dark, what happens is there might be a second or two total darkness and you have a big flash of fireworks and it's the phone tries to focus. We did the best we could with a live stream. I guess if you had a whole film crew here, but I'm telling you, there is a lot going on. She's up here, there's kids running all around, couple hundred people here. Like I said, it's dark. I'm down there with the drone up in the air.
And when Julia, our friend, sang the national anthem, there's also several comments of what a shame that they weren't standing.
Yeah, I saw everyone.
They were
I saw
standing.
They may have just been getting up, but
it was where the people you saw were holding young children and they were getting up, or there was actually one person that could not stand, so I wasn't going to make them stand. So
this morning, actually, I had my independence from a few haters because I went back through the live stream and found some of these comments and I blocked them this morning. One guy, Dale, I can't remember Dale's last name, he said, I don't like the music, please turn it off now. Now there's 8,000 people watching the live stream, a couple hundred people here. Does Dale really think we're going to say, oh, hold on, Dale wants us to shut the music off?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But like I said, you focus on the rest of you that are normal, sane people,
kind and supportive, and we have so many interests in common.
Those live streams, the comment section, it's like getting a present from your grandma. You're going to get something, but you're not sure what it's going to be. You know what I mean? That's what happens in live streams. But yeah, we had about 8,000 people on, and everything went good. Plumber Jim had a good time. He was down there. I had him on the mortars in the very back. I'm going to run you down there in just a minute, show you. There were some questions. I bought a new firing system that works off of your phone. I did not use it yet. It will work great for the next time, but I bought it literally the night before off of Chuck from Pirate Dudes, where I got a lot of our fireworks from, and you can shoot them right off your phone. But it was just, I didn't want to, we had so much going on before the party, I didn't want to start learning that and have something screw up. And to be honest, I like being down there right in the mix of it. I do. I enjoy that. And what I do, I wear earplugs, but I don't shove them all the way in. Just something to kind of deaden the sound a little bit, but I still have to try to hear the music. And then me and Jim are kind of talking, you know, yelling throughout the fireworks. So that's how we do it. But I like being down there. There's stuff kind of raining down on you, and it's a real rush show. It is. I enjoy doing that.
It's a beautiful show. People love it.
It worked that good. I did that video yesterday. I just threw it up real quick, a kind of a drive-through of the whole setup. One thing that I did not show, and there were a lot of comments asking about the restroom facilities. We do have 2 porta-johns over there. We get them every year. There's just too many people to use, you know, what we have, and we have a septic system here. We don't have public water and sewer, so we always rent a couple flushable porta-johns, and we had fried chicken, burgers, hot dogs, marinated chicken, and then people brought sides. And and something, I want to show them what Bill brought as a side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you that right now. So our friend Wild Bill from, you remember him, he's been in some of our videos, Bill Shout Wood Creations. I'll put a link in the description. He gave us this flag as a gift. This is the second one. This is a different design. They have 2 designs now, but they sell a lot of these flags. Now this one, they started doing some airbrushing, which looks really, really nice. It's a beautiful flag. I'm pretty sure this is white pine. That's what they do most of their carvings out of. And he's the same guy that did Sasquatch over there at the building.
Yep.
But yeah, Bill brought this instead of an appetizer. He brought something that will last forever. Him and Barb brought this.
Yeah.
I think Barb does most of.
I think she does.
Most of the flag. She's very good at that.
We appreciate it. I love it. Thank you.
Now, what's really nice about having the party on the Saturday before the 4th is tomorrow we can go to the parade. We can just kind of relax. A lot of people are asking why we have it. We always have it on the closest Saturday to the 4th. And, you know, and like the town had their fireworks same night, you know. But that's just how we do it.
Well, and families can go to the parades and do their thing too. So
yeah,
just like we can.
But that's it for this. Porta-Johns over there, by the way. I'm going to run them down to the wood yard, show them what the aftermath down there. We'll go from there.
We can hang this on our chicken coop.
No, that's going in the building. That's nice. All right, so this is the aftermath here. I checked this earlier today. I think we got everything lit except for 3 items. These 2 were a couple years old. I just had them on the shelf in the garage. They're actually a daylight firework, and I just didn't get to them last night. One of those little power cells and one 500 gram cake out there in the middle. I think that's the only thing we didn't get lit. Now, it looks like they're just kind of scattered about here, but there is a system that I use. Everything is in rows. You know, we got the big shells, the 9 on the board in the back, 500 gram cakes, more 500s, more 500s, and then I've got these Z pattern cakes in the center here, and you've got to make sure they're in line with where the crowd is sitting up there. I have a bunch of 200 gram cakes, smaller ones up here. But what I do, I like to jump back and forth so you're not near them. You know, you're not real close to them when they're going off. I'll light like a 200 gram cake up here. I'll walk back this way, hit a 500 gram cake, and just kind of take your time, back out for a minute. By that time, one of those 200s is done. Maybe pick one a couple rows back. So not only do I leapfrog from front to back or back to front, also 200 grams. It just keeps you away from them. The last thing you would want to do would be like to lean over top of one of these things. That would be a very bad thing. You don't want to do that. So that's why we just lay them out this way, and it all worked out pretty good. I'll clean this up tomorrow. All this stuff will go down in the burn pit. Take the leaf blower, blow all the papers, rake them up. We'll be back in business. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. Before we wrap this up though, I'm going to show you some footage from last night. I had a GoPro on the Sawmill, and I had one up where I had the sidekick parked, and I also had my drone up in the air. So you can check that out right now. And I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.